LPT: How to get back into shape after years of smoking, addiction, and sedentary lifestyle. Hey, I was hoping someone could guide me or provide advice into how to get back into shape, as it feels like an insurmountable wall at the moment. I used to be incredibly active as a teen, spending all day skateboarding and playing soccer. But at some point I became an addict, a smoker, and just holed myself off in my house for 15 years now. I've quit vaping and am working on getting clean and have been trying to start taking care of myself better. My father, who has helped me through all this, is a longtime marathon runner, and he's got a few years left before he stops running. I'd like to get in good enough shape to run a 5K or half marathon with him as a surprise. The problem I have now is, before I even get to a point where I feel like I'm building muscle, my lungs and throat feel like they are on fire. Breathing is hard, and I can become shaky and nauseous, and my heart is going to explode from my chest. How do I get to a point where I can stop worrying about my heart exploding or lungs hurting so bad I have to stop? Unfortunately, I live in the US and I'm lower income, so healthcare is not really an option. I have to opt out of job-provided health insurance to pay the bills. Edit: just to clarify, I don't need to lose weight. I eat decently healthy and am pretty thin. About 130,135 at 5'6". I can walk with no issues. I took an 8-mile walk the other day and it was a little tiring due to the heat, but I could easily do it every day. The big thing for me that I want to focus on is when I do something that speeds up my heart rate or gets my breathing heavily. It hurts my lungs and throat so bad. Ease into it. Run a little bit. Lift light a little bit. Do a little more next time. Repeat. The worst mistake people make is trying to do too much too fast and be in so much pain they don't want to go back. Walking. I started a thing where I shop for my dinner proteins once a week and I'll walk to get the accompanying vegetables every day. It's really a lovely thing to do and makes the walk relaxing and purposeful. 4-leaf clover. 4-leaf clover. I love everyone's comments about walking. I typically park at the furthest point at grocery stores. Ever extra steps help. For me personally, I found Pilates to be a lifesaver after a sedentary lifestyle. It is expensive though. There are free YouTube videos you can watch as well. Move with Nicole seems to be the most highly recommended one. Anything you do now is better than what you were doing before. Start small and work your way up. Congratulations and good luck on your new journey, Pink Heart. Try a Couch to 5K app. I'm wondering about doing it incrementally. I know it's not the same, but I'm pretty much relearning to walk after an injury, and I'm having to do it in pun semi-intended tears of joy steps, gradually increasing the time. So please make sure you're starting off small but building it up. Walk, then jog, then run. Your mind is the key, the gatekeeper. That's where your biggest challenges will be. A tip: don't think you have to want to do it. Most of the time you won't. Instead, understand just that the goal is to do it even though you don't want to. This is what discipline really is. Grinding it out. Try intermittent fasting. The daily 16-8 is a great system. Reduce your calories. The key though, again, is your mind. Watch or read Tony Robbins about pleasure versus pain. It can help reframe your ideas about the easy choice to give up immediate pleasure but longer term pain. Sounds like me from early this summer. Hit my all-time high weight. I grabbed a food scale NutriTrack on Amazon and it was eye-opening. I tracked my food with an app, Carbon, in the App Store, and that set the foundation. There's apps called Couch to 5K that are really good. Just start slowly on the exercise, as an injury can really derail all the good momentum you have. Focus on movement, even walking, and more so on calories in. No matter how much you exercise, you can't work out enough to cancel out 3K cals. Good luck. Couch to 5K is a great way to start. I've used that a few times in my life. I would also say check out a VR headset like Oculus Meta Quest 1. Moved all my cardio over there. So much more fun. I quit smoking, drinking every day, and couch potatoing by walking with my wife every day. First, just 1 mile, then 2. After a while, we started driving to local, state, and federal parks with steeper and longer hills. About a year of this, we had to cut back to every 2 days. Our hikes were lasting 3 to 4 hours. And we often drove 45 minutes to an hour to get to a park with serious elevation gains. I'd say it took 2 years to get to be able to hike 6 to 10 miles with 1,000 to 2,000 feet of vertical, at an average pace of 2.5 miles per hour. We're both 60. Start slow. Every step forward is positive. Getting up and going outside to go for a walk is a great start. Try to combine it with stuff you like. Have a dog? Go for longer walks than normal. Have friends? Invite for walks. Then up it little by little. Run a little, then walk, then run a few times. Don't go nuts on day 1, you could hurt yourself. Promise yourself and one other person that you'll walk X amount. I started out with to the highway and back. 100 yards. Next, promise 3 days out of the week. Walk 1.25x. Pretty sure if you keep this up for 4 weeks you'll be back on track. You need a step counter. All the smart watches have them. Start with 2,000 steps a day, and keep increasing every week. The incremental increase in the goalpost will help you a lot. High-intensity interval training. Start out just walking. A track or a treadmill is the best place so you can keep track of time distances. Then slowly mix in 5 or so 30-second jogs with a minute or 2 of walking in between. Then, over the course of months, work your way up to more jogging intervals, say 10, and shorter walking breaks, say 30 seconds max, in between. About a month ago I decided to start running again. Right now I am just running around the block 530 meters. Nothing crazy about that. Some days I do it once, other days I will do it 3 times. It's a small step, but hopefully by next year I will be able to run 1,500 meters, 16.4 football fields, without breaking. Get something to get into shape for. That you have in form of marathon. Getting into shape should be a mean to an end, not a goal. There are no shortcuts in activating your aerobic form. It's 6 months of hard work through pain. You either have it in you, or you don't. The good news is that you will still have some muscle memory after all of this time. I was absolutely astonished to find that at the age of 48 I picked up where I left off skiing. At the age of 15, the horrible feeling of being breathless and everything hurting eases off after 2 weeks of exercise. You have to push through it. Honestly, you'll be amazed. Our bodies are amazingly resilient. Just don't go too hard for the first couple of months and put yourself off. It needs to be fun and feel good. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. Go slow. You end bad habits by forming new, good ones. Get the bad stuff out of your house, food, whatever, and start moving. Walk your neighborhood to the extent you can. If not, do exercises at home to build strength. All you need is your body weight. Start slow. Be consistent. Then you push yourself slowly. There is no magic solution. No diet. Nothing like that. Make your body your friend again. That's how you move forward. Get a streak app and keep a streak. It all gets easier the more you do. I was the sane now look, and more importantly feel 10 times better, and don't do a shitload of exercise. Just a half hour every day. Best thing I found was go walk or run somewhere nice in a park or out in nature. The beach is great.